Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies, a weekly podcast where Jarrett Reddick and friends get together and talk about a movie that they watched that week. Plus, whatever the hell else is on their minds. Get ready for the best hour and a half you'll have in the next hour and a half. Here they are, Eric, Casey, Sean, Amy, and because he's famous, his name's on the show, Jarrett. Welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies.
Don't stop filming! Don't stop! You'll kill her!
¿Qué están haciendo aquí?
What do we do?
Raise up your phone! Don't stop filming! This corporation, measuring the indigenous tribes of the Peruvian Amazon, is about to shoot a girl whose father works at the United Nations! The United Nations!
Kill her! See what happens! You fucking bitch!
¡Bajen sus armas! ¡Bájenla!
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
You know, fuck, man. This dude's the fucking worst. They sucked her in, and God damn it. And then, you know, they're getting back on the plane, and Carlos isn't going to, Carlos hasn't gotten on yet, and they hand him that roll of money. Now, we don't know what's going on yet.
Not yet.
Not yet,
We'll find out, though.
I did think he was the real Slim Shady, man. Like, that motherfucker, shady as fuck.
You thought that at that time?
100%. Oh, no, I had already thought he was shady.
Yeah.
When the guy said, oh, he's not a drug dealer, I'm like, yeah, he's not a drug dealer. Something's fucked up. It's also fucked up. He walks him right up to the thing and then just goes, hey, I'll see you guys later. I'm going to get the fuck out. I'm not going to put that yellow suit on. Yeah. I'll see you at the plane.
Anyway.
I'll see. Yeah, you guys are good, everybody. That's great. So everybody's fucking celebrating and shit. And they're just like, hey, we're trending. And everybody's drinking beers. And then this goddamn Alejandro.
You have a real problem with
this
guy.
motherfucker. It looks at her like this person that he literally just set up to be like. Now, listen, here's the thing. Had they shot her, he'd be a bigger fucking hero.
Yeah, he didn't care. He wanted her to be shot.
100%. And he just says, you knew the risks. You know? And she goes, I didn't know you were the biggest one. He goes, you begged me to join. I created a role for you. Fuck this guy.
Yeah, he's the worst. But it's good.
Yeah.
It's good to have a character you hate, like all of the ones in The Love Guru.
All right, so are you starting to like this movie at this point?
This one we're watching, Green Inferno?
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with this movie. I wasn't happy about watching it. But, I mean, I don't watch movies like this. I have literally nothing to compare this movie to.
Right.
I think, obviously...
What about Arthur 2?
Oh, it doesn't compare to Arthur 1.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just, I think comparing movies to me is silly.
What I'm saying, but comparing within the genre, right?
Sure.
Because someone who's super into horror movies can say, I've seen X number of horror movies, and these are the ones that really stand out for their storytelling, for their cinematography, for their whatever.
But
I don't fucking know.
All of that's relative.
I don't know anything about this movie.
How this impacted you. Like, do you like the movie Scream? Do you like the movie this one? Do you like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, it's...
Yeah, I mean...
Like, do you love Jethro Tull?
No.
Do you like Pink Floyd?
Yes.
Okay. So is Pink Floyd a better band than Jethro Tull?
All of that is subjective.
100%. Okay, subjective. I said the wrong words. Fuck, man.
But what I'm saying is that if I watched this without any input from anyone, I guess I would have figured it out quickly. But the gratuitous gore and that kind of stuff, I mean, that's never going to do it for me.
Right.
That's never going to be a film that I say I really enjoyed that.
Same.
But does that make this a bad gore horror film? I don't fucking know.
Actually, I will say this. There are movies that I'm not into gore or horrors
anymore.
But there are gory movies that I find fucking hilarious. Shaun of the Dead, for example, where it's just like, it's hilarious.
But it's a comedy.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's supposed to be.
So, but this kind of gore, not really my thing. I understand why it's important for the motion picture, because it's fucking terrifying to think about, like, okay, here in a second, they're going to literally roast Jonah. And I could be next, right? Now, I hope they disembowel them like a shrimp, because there's no way that Jonah does not have a bunch of stuff up there.
Yeah, I mean, all of them.
You can't just cook it in there, right? You got to fucking poke that out with a stick or some shit, right?
Yeah, you got to devein it.
They didn't do it, though. They didn't. They just cook it all in there. Maybe they like that, though. That's a delicacy.
Yeah, they seem to like it all.
They like it all, don't they? Yeah. Now, so the plane engine blows, and then my wife's worst nightmares happen.
And then I fast forwarded all the way through because
now,
we had to go on a plane on Saturday.
By the way, we didn't watch this together. She watched it at the car line. I watched it after work, and and I just sit there and I just go, oh fuck, well. She's gonna fucking hate this, and there it goes. Now
I'm already having like a Red Bull panic attack, and
plane splits apart. There's people flying out of the back and shit. The thing lands, and the pilot's head is, what's that movie that you talk about all the time?
Final Destination.
Final Destination.
Yeah.
And just that's the end of that. There's a girl in a tree. The dude's like, "Where's Brooke?" And all of a sudden, the same thing that happened to my sound guy in Toledo, Ohio, happens to this guy's fucking head. This is a true story. One time
he's alive. That's why he's.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay,
One time, Edo, my sound guy, whom you've all met, maybe you don't remember it. He's a pretty memorable guy, though. Anyway, we played in Toledo, Ohio, and we're doing a signing afterwards. So we've got this long line. The whole crowd is there, and Edo goes to get his gear off of the sound thing or whatever. And to do so, he stands up because his gear is like over this ledge. Well, when he stands up on where the mixing board is, there's one of those metal fans like what we used to have in schools back in the day.
Oh, shit.
And it fucking chops the top of his fucking head off.
Oh, my God.
So, like, it basically scalps him, right? What? And so we're like, meet and greet's over and shit. We get him down. We're like, fuck, man, we've got the piece did not come all the way off, but it's hanging
just
there.
Flapping
right?
there in
it's
the back.
flapping. And it's holding, honestly, it looked like...
Like a toupee?
Well, like a clam-shaped it's like a vagina. It looked like a vagina on his head. And it's like flapping. So holding him, get him out, lay him next to the bus. Got to get an ambulance and shit. Anyway, he comes back, and they just basically just stapled it back on, and everything was fine.
Does he have a big old scar like all the way around his head?
You would never know because his hair, he's Jewish, yeah. So his hair's very thick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
I didn't really know if that was okay to say. You guys are fucking with me.
Is that Jewish?
Y'all are fucking with me about Spanish talk. I didn't know if we could fucking say Jewish.
I think it's just calling it Spanish talk instead of just they were speaking Spanish. I know. That's where the line kind of gets
That
blurry.
is from another movie. They were speaking the Spanish talk is from another movie that I was trying to be funny. All right, so but then, so where's Brooke? His head gets fucking... So he's done. Carlos is fucking dead. Like,
yeah,
that shit like went through that motherfucker. Now,
but that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
this scenario, I'd rather be the guy in the tree than the other one.
Here's what's crazy, though, is that the plane had gone down so fast.
How fast was it?
That they had gone down, and then they're down for fucking... They're there for 30, 45 seconds. People are getting out or whatever, and then the lady who blew out the fucking back just
plop.
Just right on the fucking ground. Like, that shit was fucking funny.
Yeah, I didn't have any problem with that.
All right, guys, now you got to pick. Everybody gets one. You can have a choice, because a couple of things happen here. Some people get arrows. Some people get darts. Right? Am I right? Mm-hmm. I'm right.
Yeah. True.
Given this situation, not knowing the outcome, you want the arrow or you want the dart?
Not knowing the outcome.
Arrow.
That's right.
Arrow.
Take the arrow. Sean?
Dart.
Sean takes the dart. I take the arrow for sure.
Arrow.
Fucking just That's it.
It's been nice.
Yeah.
That's it.
Thanks for all the
fucking
But
good
you know what?
news.
Nobody's fucking coming.
No, that's
don't know.
not in time anyway. The one, but
You're in the middle of the jungle with no fuck no.
Yeah, no.
Kill me.
Even if there's
Alejandro.
not a cannibal tribe coming after me.
Yeah.
No. Just all of it,
Alejandro
no.
is sitting there talking to his girl like, "You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay," and they just
Bang.
through the head like, "Okay, you're not gonna be okay now." Now at this point,
I
we
was
don't know
wrong.
what's going on, right? We're thinking everybody's getting killed. That's not what's happening. They're doing darts in some people and arrows in others, and you know.
But then, like, okay, now, like, the high school girl, like, living inside of me is like, well, why didn't they give me a dart? Like, was that they didn't
sure.
want to keep me in their
Nah,
pig
man, I'll
cage?
take the
Like,
fucking arrow. I want the
I
arrow
wasn't
right in
pretty
the
enough?
heart.
Yeah, why? You just, I could hang out. I could shit in a pig cage.
I'll take it right in the heart or right in the middle of the eyes, whatever the fuck, man.
The
I just
odds are-
fucking just take me out. I'm
Even
out.
without a dart or an arrow, the odds are after that, and I survive this plane crash, I'll be
Sure.
dead within 1 day.
Well,
Absolutely.
Anyway.
Actually, not necessarily. I mean, there should have been.
If the option is quick
If a-
death or obviously being eaten or, like, burned alive, you just take
Or
the
just
quick death.
starvation or diarrhea
Do you
or
think-
something's going to get you.
Bit by a snake.
Do y'all
Yeah.
think when the plane went down, they were like, "Well, isn't this nice?"
I hate that
Isn't it
song.
ironic?
I hate that fucking song. I think about that song. Seriously, that song and
Eric.
fucking Turbulence are going to be the songs
That's like-
that are in my head when I actually die in a plane crash because I'm
I
terrified.
like pleasure spiked with pain.
That's my fourth joke that you didn't want to like tonight.
No, listen, you're making a big old thing about this, like I would intentionally not want to find your jokes funny.
I like
find
breads about the pain, and this is like the aeroplane. Is my arrow? Are they the fucking worst,
No,
or are they the best?
they're not either.
Okay.
But there's nothing wrong with Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah,
There's just nothing great about them. They're just fine.
Isn't their bass player
Red
supposed
Fine
to be
Chili
like one of the
Peppers.
greatest bass players?
He is
Yeah,
one of the
he's
best
really
bass.
good.
They
So
made
that's something great
They
about
made
them.
2 great records.
Yeah, Blood Sugar Sex Magic.
Yep, and
the
Mother's
one
Milk.
before that.
Mother's Milk.
Yeah.
Those 2 are fucking great. After that, it's just bling bong, bling bong, bling bling bong, bong,
So,
bling bling.
My old bass player was a huge Red Hot Chili Peppers fan, for the reason that you alluded to 5 seconds ago.
Yep.
But I would always joke with him, like, there's just 2 styles of Red Hot Chili Peppers song. There's the fast one, and then there's just whatever the little ballady, slow ones are. I like Red Hot Chili Peppers when John Frusciante is with the group.
He's
because-
back in the band.
Yeah, because he's awesome, and he's
It's John Fusaccia, right?
Frusciante, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Frusciante.
He's back in the band.
And he's had his ups and downs and been with the band and not been with the band. And there's albums you can tell. I liked Stadium
Been
Arcadium.
with the band,
I think
not been in the band. That sound like a Red Hot Chili Peppers song.
Yeah.
Being in the band and not in the band and the John Fucciano went up to the baby. All right, so she wakes up in this boat and she's kind of fucking.
she's on a boat, motherfucker.
And this motherfucker's painted red. That's not even the most terrifying thing. The goddamn warlord or whatever is painted black. Has
Oh,
got
man.
all this fucking shit in his face. Fuck, man, that
He
guy
is
was scary,
so
and he
fucking-
wasn't even in shape.
Yeah, he's so fucking emo and just like
Just
piercings
fucking.
everywhere. And
Yeah.
Before
the
they were cool.
gauges.
Yeah, just
When
looks like some
I
guy I
was-
would have dated to piss my dad off.
Oh
A
my
young boy.
God.
My father took me into the city to see a marching band, and that's what he was doing. He's
Yeah.
joining the Black Parade. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that a My Chemical Romance thing? that you just
No,
did?
I just sang a Simple Plan song.
Simple
Now, so she wakes up in a boat, and then they just get Now this is where the fucking chaos happens. So at this point, are you guys fine? Like, hey, something's finally happening.
Yeah.
This shit is fucking crazy. People are touching their hair and shit, and I swear to God, at this point, I'm like, just please fucking kill me. Whatever it is,
I'd rather die.
I'd rather die than this. But no
Yeah.
matter what's about to happen.
Then wake up
Like,
to
even
be
if you want
eaten
to be
alive.
friends, I'm not into it.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, I don't, because
got
there's
enough.
several things that I kept thinking were going to happen, right? Like, there's going to be a gangbang.
Yep.
Did you think that too?
I was just expecting the rape.
Well,
I mean,
he
like, for
intentionally-
25 minutes straight, I was expecting a rape. I was bracing myself, just like, I'm going to hate it.
There's actually a
because
point,
this-
and I don't want to talk about why yet, because I do want to talk about when that scene happens. There's a point in this movie where I literally thought they're gonna just let these fucking teenage boys bang this fucking girl.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was like, because she's untouched and blah, blah, ding dong. Yeah.
Yeah, the
All
disappointment.
the lot of ding dongs tonight. What's going on?
What's that? There's so many ding dongs.
No, you're just going blah blah bing dong like more than
Oh,
usual
I don't
tonight.
know. I'm having a great time.
As you should.
Yeah.
Well, the movie is inspired by the Cannibal Holocaust movie. Mm-hmm. And in that movie, well, I think they actually might have killed some animals and stuff, like making it.
Oh, we can talk about this.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
well, hit us, man.
And so, but he did say, just quickly before you explain that, but he intentionally said that he was taking out the rape and the animal violence out of this movie intentionally. So, like,
Oh, I just read the animal thing was not.
yeah, he just like
Present
we're
in this
gonna
movie.
try to make this as disturbing without
Yeah.
it being like.
Okay.
There's enough rape in the world as there is.
Okay, go ahead, Sean. The animals.
The right amount.
I would never recommend anyone to watch Cannibal Holocaust, but I would because it is such a big film. But the first time I watched it and you see an animal die, and I'm thinking, from the technical standpoint, how did they do that? Like, that looks so real.
Jesus
They
Christ.
just
They just-
killed an animal.
they-
And the
did
next
it.
one, I'm like, okay, that looks okay. Now we have a huge, 4 foot, 5 foot, 100-year-old turtle. How are they doing this? It's still moving.
Oh,
The turtle
dang.
scene, I literally threw up in my mouth. And
They killed 100-year-old turtle?
They killed they actually killed a bunch of animals in
They
that
killed-
movie. It's like a
Jesus
animal
cursed.
fucking snuff film.
There
It's
was
fucked
6
up.
What year is this?
80.
80.
There was 6
Oh,
animals.
Yeah, I remember that.
6 animals that were killed on film, but 7 were killed
Yeah.
because they had to. The monkey, when they shot it in the head, it didn't fall right, so they had to go get another one. But no, they actually killed the 7 animals in there.
So is that
Wow.
did that sort of lead the charge for the no animals were harmed in this shit or whatever?
Yeah. But well, in the U.S., because that movie was shot in
Yeah, you
th-
can't
this
find
area.
that version anymore here. If you look up, I'm sure you can. I mean,
Just
the
come over
internet
to
is there.
Just come over to my house.
Yeah,
I have
I mean,
every
there-
copy of it.
Yeah, the internet is a
Well,
thing, but
none
if
of
you
us
want to
have
watch that
been
movie
invited
and
to your
not
house
see fucking
before.
animals get actually fucking killed, you can find that version.
Yeah, that's too much for me. I don't need
But
to
what
see
this guy,
that.
the
No, I don't
director
want
of this thing, said in some interviews about it, because obviously it's one of his favorite movies of all time, and he's like, it's a fucking product of the time. It's fucked up. I didn't contribute to that. I try to make it a point that I didn't, but you're watching these old westerns. If that horse doesn't fall right, that horse is fucking gone. Those
That's
horses
true.
are actually being killed in these
That's
movies,
true.
and these things have been happening. It's not just horror movies. It's not okay. I'm
Well,
not
just
saying
like
it's okay.
I always get it confused. Which is the first one? Any Which Way?
No, it's Every Which Way But Loose.
That's the first one.
Yes.
That there was 2 orangutans in it, and the trainer got fed up.
What?
Yeah.
They didn't kill him though.
No, apparently
they
with the
did.
monkeys and the orangutans. No, whenever they use these monkeys or
Clyde?
orangutans and apes,
Clyde.
they can only
Clyde.
have them for 5 years because otherwise they get too aggressive. For,
Sure,
that.
I get that, but
And
they
so
go to a zoo.
No, they kill them.
Well, no, the reason why they died is the trainer was trying to get Clyde to do something, and he wasn't doing it, so he was I don't want to say beating or whipping, but something.
So Clyde fucking got pissed.
Well, Clyde got dead because
Yeah.
he wasn't listening, and they had to go get another one in there.
No, I didn't know that. God,
But-
that's such a good movie.
But
too.
Cannibal Holocaust it's known as the first found footage film because that's what the whole thing is about. The director, he's like, hey, I found this footage and I'm going to put it out as a movie. And he paid all of the actors, the crew. He's like, you are to sign an NDA and stay away for a whole year. Do not go anywhere. Don't even go outside.
In other words, I didn't make this. I just found it. Is that what you're saying?
That's what he's saying at the time.
Understood.
Like a Blair Witch and
Like the Blair Witch.
Yeah.
And then it went to trial because,
Golden Child. Same thing.
they were like, people have died. What about the animals? And he was getting sued. And he goes, okay, I have to go bring everybody. I have to bring them, the special makeup people. Please tell the judge you guys are safe. And
Right.
that movie was banned in every single country.
Yeah, I've never seen Cannibal Corpse.
Good band.
They're pretty good live.
Yeah,
Eric
Well,
celebrates their whole catalog.
Not live.
Ugh.
I really do. I liked their older stuff
One
before
thing
they got
that's
too popular.
interesting that I think is that So we haven't gotten to this point yet, but obviously we've seen these tribe people now. Like all of the people in the tribe, almost all, minus like 2, were all really villagers in this area, right? So he actually stumbled upon this area, found these villagers, and they acted for him. So they're all like really living secluded.
Didn't
they were
we
like,
have to
"What
show
is a
them
movie?"
what a movie was?
He did, and that's the movie he
Sean,
showed them.
chime in here. So y'all, y'all fill me in on this. So
I'm trying to.
I know. Go ahead.
So the movie that he showed them, they'd never even like heard of a movie. Maybe a couple of them. They had one boat in this entire village, that little boat, and they would take it out like to go to the next town to get something every once in a while. But some of the people had never left the island, never heard of movies, and so he showed them, you know, with some of the camera gear, and then they showed them the movie Cannibal Holocaust, and they thought it was hilarious. They thought it was like the funniest shit they've ever seen in their life.
Shit.
And so they were like, okay, so you're going to act like these people. And so they all just did. And they thought it was so funny, like chopping up the people like they're just cooking in the kitchen and singing their songs and doing the stuff. Like, because, you know, they're a bunch of farm villagers. They
Sure.
weren't like,
Yeah, so essentially, like that tribe, it's just farmers. And they
I mean, it sounds like even if if they only had one boat, they're not even fishing.
Right. And the reason why they thought it was funny is because in their tribe, they're big storytellers. So they love telling stories. And they were like, oh, it's a visual story.
like acting out a play.
Did they figure out the language to be able to communicate and
They
stuff?
speak Spanish.
Yeah, they speak Spanish.
Spanish talk.
So the main actress, she speaks Spanish. Like you said, she's Chilean or whatever.
Yeah.
And so she said she like spent her whole days like playing soccer with the kids and doing all the stuff.
No
and they-
shit.
Yeah. And so they they were communicating with them.
So if they spoke Spanish, then they're not this tribe is not isolated. They still live the way that they do.
They are isolated. They're not discovered or they're not zero contact. They've never been contacted. But they are isolated.
Yeah, but they go into like they send some people into town and get buckskin and shit, right?
No. Apparently, they only see someone on a boat.
Like every couple months.
No, once a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
What they come by and like bring them stuff? And,
No, they have a boat, one boat,
okay.
and
Like- Like Eli Roth stumbled upon this tribe totally by accident.
he saw their little hut and was like, I like that.
Yeah,
So are these huts? Is this something that they created?
this is all real.
So those is actually where they live?
Yeah. And now, as of 2016, he's been helping them get electricity. And part of the reason why, you know, he was like, if you guys be a part of my movie, when he had the movie idea, he had no intention of having the tribe be a part of it. He's coming back down the river. He sees the huts. He stops, talks to him, comes back later. And that's when his crew shows him the movie. And he's like, if you be a part of the movie, I will build you kitchens and all. So all the huts now are not even huts. They're aluminum.
Well, he tried.
They're condos.
He tried to offer them money, and they were like,
What
we
a-
don't spend that.
Yeah.
Did you read about
Yes.
what the gift was?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Go ahead.
So I'll get there. But so they said, we don't want money. And they started maybe like, well, maybe we'll give them boats. Well, then they'd have to work out gasoline and all these things. They had their boat. They had their system. That's not what they wanted.
Sure.
They said, really, we need roofs. So he did it in exchange for 180 aluminum roofs. And then, helping them.
kitchen.
Yeah. And putting up the poles and all the stuff for electricity. They're like, yeah, we've been trying to get this for 10, 20, 30 years and they won't give it to us.
And now they've got the internet, and so
and
they
then
just jerk off all day long.
And
That's all
then
they
they
do.
offered him a gift
at the end.
at the end, and it was a 2-year-old child.
Because they had no money.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. They
And just
offered
like
him a child.
thank you so much for
Here,
giving
take
us
this
all of this
child.
and letting us be a part of the movie. Here is a 2-year-old child.
That is a terrible gift, regardless
But he
of how
also
weird it
said
sounds.
no to the child.
I feel like I'd say yes to the child.
Well, technically, it wasn't Eli Roth. It was like the
Yeah, like-
production manager lady.
Yeah.
And she goes, I live in an apartment with my boyfriend. I don't have room for a child.
So are the haircuts, are they authentic?
Yeah, all
of it's
the only thing
authentic.
they did really was do the, if you notice.
They painted them.
They painted them red, and a lot of the girls will have like that crisscross fabric.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, they're just naked.
Just tits all the time,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and
So-
the headhunter, the scary,
Yeah.
My Chemical Romance guy.
Yeah.
And like the elder woman, like those are just actors.
yeah.
those are actors.
But
Yeah.
the rest of them are all just these villagers.
yeah. And so they don't paint themselves red.
No.
Okay.
He even said, like, if you ask these people, like, after explaining to them what a movie is and explaining film, like, if you still ask these people, like, what is a movie? It's like, oh, it's when you paint yourself red and tell a story.
So it's crazy. They had to have been just like feeding them and shit, you know, like, okay, guys, if you're going to be in this movie, we're going to have like a buffet and this is a bagel, you know?
I'm
what I
going to
mean?
be honest. I would assume that you wouldn't, like that you would provide food, but I don't think you'd want to disrupt a
I don't
thing
think
like
it would
that.
be like bagels and shit.
These people didn't have,
you don't have craft services
they
rolling
weren't
in.
not having food. They were taken care of. I think that that's a big thing that is a problem with all these tribes, and you can go and watch all these videos on YouTube, is that, you know, us good old white folks come in and we're like, we're here to save the day, and we give them food and we give them alcohol and we give them the stuff, and all of a sudden they're all drunk and homeless and begging and starving and all of these things. So I don't think they came and disrupted the order of what they were doing. I think it was more the technology that was kind of like the culture shock. But I think other than that, I think they kind of just let them.
What about the language that they're speaking then during the movie? No, during the movie.
Oh,
so
no idea.
did they?
Yeah,
the elder people of that village do speak a different language.
Oh, and so they were just like, okay, so we want you guys to sing this stuff and all this, and okay.
Now, the one thing that stressed me out is I thought because filming took 3 weeks in the jungle, I thought they slept there, like nearby. No. 5 hours to get there and 5 hours to get back. Plus, when you get there, you have to unload all your shit from the boats.
Yeah.
So 10 hours, let's just say 12 with transporting it. I mean, they're out there literally all day filming.
Yeah.
Yeah, the actors were, it was hardcore. Like, they had to all be vaccinated for all these crazy diseases, and they had to,
One of them still went to the hospital from some
And
bug
think of
bite
all
or
the ones
something.
that died. I mean, only one
What's
of
that
them
now?
made it back.
The actors had to get vaccinated. And
Oh, sure, yeah.
And they couldn't even get insurance for the film.
Well, these guys, they're all painted red or whatever, and then
I'm gonna try it again.
Okay.
I didn't realize that the person dressed up as Captain Jack Sparrow was a girl until after she spoke. Like, I thought that was a dude.
Oh, I mean,
You know
I
what I'm talking
wished
about?
it was,
Yeah.
but I didn't.
So they put him in with the pigs, and then and they give Jonah some soup, right? They're just like, hey, here's this. And then she eats his fucking eyes. Now, here's what happened during this scene. Jonah gets some soup. They lay him on a comfy bed of rocks. And then this yellow-dressed fucking bitch eats his goddamn eyes. Right now, this actually made me physically weak. Like, I actually felt my body just like sort of, I had tingles and I wasn't myself. Okay. Then she gets his tongue and she eats his tongue, and I fucking almost threw up on my computer.
Well, you should have taken the Casey/Eric view of this movie and just, I mean, I
fucking.
You didn't watch it?
You
just fast forward it?
But
I stuck it out.
certainly didn't give a damn about watching the. I'm not.
It's like the blowjob in the porn. Just boop, 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 right? Like,
Yeah, I'm not. Like, I understand what my responsibility is to be here, but I'm not subjecting myself to this shit that I don't. Like, I have avoided this for 44 years of my life. I don't watch shit like this. I don't seek it out. I won't watch it on purpose. And so, no, I'm not. Like, nobody gets to make me do that.
We're from Texas. There's tongue on menus all around us.
I just thought of the greatest T-shirt. You take all the VeggieTales characters and you dress them up like the people in this movie.
Yes, if you can get the copyrights on that.
No, I mean, that's going to be.
Yeah. If you met my husband, he doesn't give a shit about
There will
copyright.
be 0 people buy that shirt.
That's true, actually.
They literally somebody called your last UK tour like just the cease and desist tour.
Yeah, I've had that before. Yeah, I've most everything I've ever ripped off, they usually are flattered by it, except the Rolling Stones, who are not even a real band, but they sent me a cease and desist, and
seems like they played
I feel like they did all
last
right.
night.
Yeah, they're still fucking terrible
in town.
Yeah,
Here?
Yeah.
Are they better than Jethro Tull?
Yes.
I can smell him. Oh my god, I can smell my friend being cooked.
It's useless, man.
Oh,
I feel like shit. Hunter, what is this? Why are they doing this?
They think we're the enemy. There's nothing we can do.
Guys, I'm really sick.
We're all sick.
No. I need a bathroom. What? No.
And then
It wasn't funny to me until I see the little villager children and they think it's
they
funny.
think it's stinky.
And I'm like, huh.
It's just farts are funny everywhere, right?
Yeah,
It's
it is.
It's universal language.
It is. You know, I think, you know, them doing the thing where they cut Jonah apart, you know, and they cut his arms and his legs off and he's just sort of sitting there wiggling, which is, that was sort of funny. But at the same time, I think where I found joy was just how much they all just enjoyed eating him. They were so happy. These villagers, I mean, they could not have been happier with they're laughing and playing and frolicking.
And you know how it is after you eat a good meal?
Oh, man.
You know, and you just kind of push back from the table and unbutton
Just
that top
feel
button.
great. And here's the thing.
They don't have buttons.
They don't have tables.
Is this much different than the sense of pride that you get as an organ donor? You know, that after in your death brings joy
and life.
And
to
life
others.
to
It's not
others.
that far off. It's not that
Sustenance.
far off.
Yeah, that's me. I got a nice little heart there on my driver's license.
The fucking, I keep forgetting his name.
This fucking
Elon Musk,
Alejandro
isn't it?
guy.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk, yeah.
Yeah, Elon Musk said in the thing, he just goes, in one of his interviews, like, I mean, you know, talking about the whole issue of morality and like, you know, it's really people going to these people who are living their lives. They have their own morals, but who the fuck are we to tell
Yeah.
them what is right and what is wrong just because we feel like we're evolved to be better than them or whatever. But he says in an interview, he goes, I mean, honestly, if humans could stomach cannibalism, we'd solve world hunger. I was like, ah!
He's not wrong.
That's right.
Maybe a slight bridge too far, but still.
I don't know, man. They eat the fucking fresh dead, you know?
man.
Fuck it. Roadkill and shit.
Oh, no, man.
Are you making fun of me?
No.
The fuck is that? That's not how I sound.
Sometimes.
Well, let me ask you guys this. When Alejandro comes clean and goes, look, there's more dozers coming. All of this was just a PR stunt. You know, like what you think we're going to fucking solve the world's problems or whatever. You think the war on drugs is real. You think 9/11 couldn't have been stopped. You know, like our plane wasn't sabotaged. Like, you know, here's the thing, right? Like, wouldn't you have at least tried to beat the fuck out of that guy at that point?
Yes, 1,000%.
I don't think they had the energy.
Oh.
I mean, they were angry with him, but I don't think at that point you have the energy to do much.
Well,
of
not
anything.
all of them were dehydrated. I mean,
Well,
just
one
the
guy
girl.
strangled him eventually with the masturbating.
Yeah. Yeah, he was just masturbating.
I was like,
it up.
don't just choke him while he's doing it. Like,
Yeah, it's gonna
all
make
he
it
did was
worse.
Speed up.
Well, yeah,
it's going to make it even hotter.
it created the Michael Hutchins effect.
yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Which, you know, I was just thinking about these guys the other day, Jarrett.
In excess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were huge in the 80s. That album, Kick,
Yeah.
I mean,
Look at them go. Look at them kick.
That was huge. And then you haven't
Devil
heard
inside.
anything from them in a
Devil
long
inside.
time. And I just kind of figured,
They did a game show where they got a new singer.
a little Filipino guy.
Nope.
No,
That's a different
Journey.
band.
A bunch of
Sorry, that's not the right thing. Here we go.
Jarrett's opening a bill.
That was Journey, right? That had the Filipino Steve Perry. Joe Perry.
I don't know who filled in for Steve Perry.
Joe Pesci.
It was Joe Pesci.
Yep, that was the guy.
No, Joe Pesci was friends with Frankie Valli,
That's right. We saw
And,
that in Jersey Boys.
American
No,
authors.
he was in Valley Girl.
That's right. Yeah. This fucking conversation is so stupid. It's so dumb. All right. So, well, obviously escaping is not an option because you try to fucking escape, they just shoot you with a dart, which again, just give me the arrow, you know?
Why would you go there without weapons?
They thought they were there on a again, they thought that they were going and they were going to be welcomed in
Their
with
phones were there.
Exactly. Yeah, I was waiting for
So,
it.
but they said, like, there's a risk. These people are going to try to shoot us.
Their phone is your weapon.
Fuck that, though.
That's not who they were talking about. They were never going to interact with the villagers.
I know. Why don't they have weapons?
Let me ask Alejandro. Hold on.
Ask him. I don't know. Like I said, I realize that we live in a weird little bubble of the country and the world where like guns are just everywhere and it's not that big of a deal. But like, just have a fuck. If you're like, we're going there, they're gonna try to shoot us.
No,
we're bringing our cell phones.
I'll tell you why.
Because gunfight. It's a saying for a reason.
To me, if they had weapons and then you have a cell phone and you're filming all of this stuff,
conceal them.
That's where it's supposed to happen.
No pepper spray. No fucking anything.
But again, this is all this is so far away from the actual. This is not supposed to happen. They're not even close. They're not interacting with the villagers here.
I know. I'm in preparation for dealing with the construction dudes.
That's
not
the
even
thing,
a
though.
talon
Those
finger?
guys, listen to me. Oh my God, Amy, Jesus Christ. The fucking. Yeah, those guys see that you have guns, then they can just be like, look, they had fucking guns.
Concealed.
No.
Why wouldn't you bring something to protect yourself? They're just in there with like nothing.
Who would have known they would need a condom?
The App Store just came out, so they said bring the cell phones because you could have the little lighter app.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
So look, it looks like I'm drinking a beer. Like, no,
right, so
it doesn't work.
Here's the thing. So speaking of the talon finger, they get the girls out and they take their clothes off or whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck are they? I mean, she's obviously not like declitorisizing them. That's not happening. I'm like, what is she doing? And then our lead actress is a virgin. That's what happened, right?
Yes,
am I right?
That's what I assumed.
Yes,
yeah.
She gave her the Heimlich maneuver, right?
Oh no. Oh no.
And it made it bleed.
I can't.
Yeah.
And
she rode a horse too hard.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Broke her hymen.
Right. We talked about that earlier. They then the dogs lived happily ever after. Well, shit. They blow the stuff, and as soon as they realize, well, we've obviously given her the Heimlich maneuver. She's still alive, so let's put her to sleep. And then she wakes up, and listen, I thought this thing was pretty fucking smart, where they set the phone alarm off and throw the phone, because what the fuck are those people have got to be going like, Jesus Christ, like what the fuck is that sound?
What?
I mean, they've never heard that shit before. I thought that was really smart.
Someone just answer the phone.
Did we ever get to the bottom? I mean, I realized they said what happened in there, and she said, I don't remember.
No, she doesn't know. So essentially, they painted her all up, and
No, not yet.
No. They've already painted her. So when she comes back to the thing, she's all white with red dots all over her, and she doesn't remember.
She's not all white yet. She just has the dots,
She's
the
got
white
the
and red
dots.
dots on her face. That's it.
She is definitely painted white.
Nope.
And she's got the dots. Okay,
I don't remember.
that's fine. I didn't hit the 10-second button. I love you so much.
I watched all this part. The thing is,
Okay,
is that
I can go back to the movie
they
right
never
now.
explained what happened.
No. You don't know what happened.
And they don't ever really allude to what happened either.
But
I'll
what
be honest. I mean,
do you think they gangbanged her?
No, my thing
She would
was,
know.
No, that would defeat
that-
the whole purpose.
aside from all of the ending, which I'm not going to get into, but like I thought at the end that she was going to be pregnant. Like I was waiting for that, and I was like, I just knew that was going to be the ending, like that she was going to be pregnant.
Yeah, I thought about that too.
A little mixed
wow,
baby.
I did not go there.
I thought about that too.
I was
Good
just going
thought.
to say, yeah, she's not white until her and the dude escape, and she goes into
Right.
the river and all
So
that.
what? She just has the red dots on her?
Like
Yeah.
red
I
and
thought
white
she's
dots,
like
these
had
dots
like
on
a
her
white
face.
powder or
No,
something.
because when I came in earlier,
Mm-hmm.
that's when she got the white, because I could see her face when the Clitorosaurus Rex claw.
Yeah, well, no, I also
Rex.
thought it was nice that they showed us her boobies a few times, which was nice of them to do.
If you're gonna make a movie like this,
Yeah, show us the boobies.
Exploit your
few
wife.
times. Yeah.
Yeah, so the kids bring them all food, and we all knew that this flute thing, right, was going to be a part of the thing. We've seen it too many times, right? That's a trope. Oh my God, is that a trope? No, not
Think of
all movies
the
do
movies
it.
with the flutes.
Right. Well, speaking of movies with flutes, we will be with Thomas Ian Nicholas on November 17th.
Noted flautist.
And we will discuss Flute in the Vagina. All right, so Mrs. Poopy Pants realizes they think that they're eating like some sort of pork gross shit.
The other white meat?
They were eating their friend.
Yeah.
They fed them their fucking friend.
Yes. I'm going to be honest. I don't feel like they'd been there long enough to eat what they gave them. Like, I'd be like, nah.
No, but they're trying to escape, though. They're like, hey, you got to eat this because we don't know when we're going to eat again. So he's like,
and they're
hey,
saying we need energy to escape.
Yep, it's pork scraps. And she's like, I'm vegan. I'm like, you're not anymore. Then she eats her friend. And then, well, that's the end of that deal. And then she slits her own throat.
There's a tattoo
there. I like to think that would be me in this scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just shit myself and just go out on top.
Just,
shit myself and slit my
well,
throat.
at least
I'm
they
outta
found
here.
a good use for her dead body.
To be fair, if you a lot of times once you slit your throat and die, you'll just shit yourself anyway.
Well, she got it all out already.
Yeah, two birds, one stone.
Yeah, you're right. They found a use for her.
Yeah. It didn't end up.
I don't really know
well.
about.
Well, it did.
I don't really know this next thing.
In a way,
I don't really know about this next thing that happens. So they shove the pot down her throat, and they're just like, "What? You think they're gonna fucking get high?" And because they eat fucking pot for breakfast, which makes absolutely no sense. I will say, and I did write this down. I go, isn't getting them high the fucking worst thing you could do?
Giving cannibals the munchies?
Have you seen a group of my friends with a fucking bucket of cheese balls, not mentioning any names, but
literal bucket.
A literal bucket of cheese balls. It's fine.
Bucket of cheese balls sounds like a thing you say if you like stub your toe.
Bucket of cheese balls.
Bucket of cheese. That's That's a good drum fill too. Bucket of cheese.
I thought you what?
Remember Amanda accused me?
Right, Eric?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to think how it's gonna fit into a song, but yeah.
Bucket of cheese balls.
Is it Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Thanks, brother.
Bucket of cheese balls.
I got it all over this shit too. Anyway.
Yeah, don't give cannibals the munchies.
And then
Rule
all of a sudden,
cannibals.
and they're so high that they're falling out of trees. That's fucking stupid.
There's no way.
I mean, it's conversation for an off-air scenario, but
Yeah, maybe.
we
We don't know how the body metabolizes pot after it's already been in a body and then boiled or whatever.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing, though, is that you can't. I do know this. You can't just eat it. You don't get high from just eating it. It has to be like turned into like butter or some shit. My brother told me this.
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't know.
Yeah. Anyway, then you got to cook with it or whatever. That's why they make brownies. So they make it into like an oil and then they make it into brownies and shit. I don't know. I'm not here for your fucking pot shit, Eric. I don't know what you do.
No, me neither.
You don't know what you do
because I'm so high.
I'm so high right now. All right, so this fucking Alejandro, man, as if he hasn't done enough. The fucking one guy's trying to climb out of there, and he stabs him with one of them fucking poison darts.
And that's when I thought, this guy's no good.
That's the first time.
Yeah.
This motherfucker. Anyway,
What a turning
everybody's
point.
fucking high. I honestly,
The character development here.
He was just trying to help the whole time.
I'm going to be honest, man. This motherfucker, this ginger kid, starts running.
The ginger kid.
Yeah, from Spy Kids.
Oh, yeah.
He gets out and starts running, and they just eat the motherfucker alive. Like,
He got the munchies.
they got the munchies.
They got the munchies.
Yep.
This movie kind of bummed me out only because I don't consider this dude like a shitty actor. Like, I know he was like a kid actor back in the day, but
Yeah, he wasn't bad.
But he's in this movie called World's Greatest Dad with Robin Williams, which is fucking heart-wrenching. And if I wanted to put you guys through like just a god-awful couple hours of a pretty badass movie, I'd make you watch it. But
Well, Amy already did that this week. So
You loved it. I think
But
yours is the
if you do, just
bit.
if you're in a mood just to fucking be devastated, watch World's Greatest Dad with Robin Williams, especially considering how Robin Williams' life ended. It's fucked up. The whole thing's fucked up. Anyway, he's in it and he's really good. And he's like the main guy in Polar Express. Like he's got fucking credibility. Like, I think he's great. In this movie, I thought he was terrible.
God, that is so fucking
He was.
weird.
I liked everybody else better
I
than
get
him.
in here all the time. I never shit on movies. I shit on acting. And I
liked this
don't
movie.
fucking get
I
what
just
y'all
didn't-
are talking about.
I didn't see him as the comedic relief guy. Like, oh, you got some weird. Like, it was so
I didn't think it was funny
stereotypical,
either. I didn't think it was funny.
But it was supposed to be.
No.
Yes.
No.
I think so.
He was supposed to be funny
What?
the whole time.
What?
Yeah.
That guy's not fucking funny ever. Nothing is funny in this movie.
He was supposed to be the comedic relief. He was supposed to be the funny one.
I got zero comedy.
He's the deep breath you're
Exactly.
supposed to take. Yeah.
That's my point.
We got to the same spot, but took different paths. to
No.
get there.
I get the, hey, can I get some weed? Okay, that's sort of funny.
No, he has like his little quips and his things, and the tarantula almost bit my dick off, and all
That
these
wasn't
Oh.
funny. I didn't, that wasn't
I can see
fucking
what you're
funny.
saying, though. It was
to be.
supposed to
We
be
agree.
funny.
It wasn't
Yeah.
funny.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
And he's sitting there going, "They're so high right now," and trying to do the funny thing with his fingers, and like it just didn't work for me.
Oh,
He's
the fingers. I
fucking
forgot about that.
terrified at that point. I don't fucking, if that was supposed to be funny,
He
fuck,
was supposed
man.
to be funny.
No,
He-
not funny.
he
Not
wasn't.
funny. Rah, rah, rah. That's a Bowling for Soup thing that I do. That is something Bowling for Soup says. All right, guys. Let's see. So they start lubing her up, which is crazy.
Oh.
Oh no! First of all, wait, hold on. They get away. Actually,
Well,
they start to. Get,
for a time.
wait, am I at the right spot yet? Hold
Yeah,
on.
yeah. They get
One
away right
second.
after the.
They
guy
get.
gets
Oh no,
eaten
that's
alive.
right. I skipped a thing. Yeah, they find and they get away. They fucking
Wait, so her and who got away?
Daniel. So the
Daniel.
guy who also is sort of
The one with the
Hispanic.
GPS.
Okay.
That's right. And so they get away, and he finds the piece of the plane. He's like, "Hey, come on!" And then she goes down, and then she's just floating down the river. Now they can't fucking get any goddamn good luck at all.
No.
Nothing.
No.
And but Daniel rules, man. That guy's the best. Like he's got a conscience. He's there for the right reasons. He fucking helps people out. Everything is great. And this dude at until the very end still thinks this Alejandro guy is on the up and up.
Yeah.
I think really until he starts jerking it.
Well, I think Daniel, at least he made it out okay.
Yeah.
Well,
No, that didn't happen.
no, not really.
No. So they basically find their way back to the plane. They see the smoke. They find their way back to the plane. When they get to the plane, these fucking natives are goddamn efficient, man. They've made it all the way over there, and they've put all of the dead people up on huge sticks. So I guess they only like fresh food.
That's what I was going to say. Why didn't they eat them?
5-second rule. They don't
Yeah.
want that shit laying on the ground.
You don't know how long that's been there.
So
Fair enough.
Actually, to be fair, that's actually, you know what, Amy? Fucking A. Because if you shot the girl in the fucking head
Yeah.
with an arrow,
And you're
eat the
going to-
oh, you know what it is? No, I got it. You don't fucking carry them back. You know what I mean?
But they carried the rest of them.
Yeah, but they can fucking walk to the boat or some shit, right? Or
No, they woke up there.
Oh, god damn it! I don't know.
They drug them all back to the
Well,
boat.
I can't figure it out. I couldn't understand why they didn't eat those people.
Yeah.
Because even if they were
What do you
dead,
mean
they
those
had.
people?
yeah, sir.
Man, I had the greatest follow up to that
We'll try it again.
sentence.
Casey.
No.
What do you mean those people?
I'm not gonna do it.
Hama lama ding dong.
I'm not gonna do it. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'll text it to you. Anyway,
See, that's talking shit in front of people in the real world.
They
Don't
start-
worry about your nail tech.
Yeah, is
guys.
it about me?
Everybody's talking shit about you anyway.
they
Everyone.
start to hear the cell phone ringing or whatever, and they fucking figure that out. And then the goddamn girl falls on her. Then all of a sudden darts, and now they're back. Yeah, they're lubing her up. They are just greasing her up, right?
Real nice life.
And again, I'm seriously thinking there's gonna be a gangbang.
Yep.
I'm fucking freaking out. I
Finally.
really
yeah,
am.
they've got her in stirrups this time.
Yeah.
Honestly, I keep thinking that's what's gonna happen, and I don't want it to because I don't like things like that. I really don't.
You've gone on record many a times before on this show
Saying-
that you are against rape, and I think that's a pretty brave stance
I've
for
put
you
that
to
out there,
take.
especially gang rape.
Yeah.
Yep, I don't like it.
Yep.
It's not one of my favorite things.
You're not into any of the rapes. Date
no
rape,
rapes.
gang
No.
rape.
Nope.
No rape.
Nope.
Marital rape.
In fact, I don't even like rakes because sounds.
It's
yeah,
too similar.
Exactly.
It brings up too many.
And also,
you don't use to your own yard.
Also, I don't know how those leaves feel about me.
Yeah.
Just
There's
raking
no
them.
consent.
happy right where they are.
Yeah, they're just fine.
But if
now,
they hadn't dressed that way,
here's the thing. So Daniel, oh man, dude, this is so bad.
Daniel, I feel like got the worst of it.
And it sucks so bad because everybody
This is why you
else,
want an arrow, not a dart.
You want an arrow, not a dart. No,
You need to get matching tattoos. Arrows, not darts.
dude. And they start putting that green stuff on his shoes, and they start to kind of put it like up on him and stuff. And I'm thinking, man, that can't be good.
It looks
Nope.
delicious.
There's no way
It's a
that's
seasoning or
good, right?
something.
And he's already getting the shit beat out of him and everything.
It's not a seasoning.
And then, what in the fucking hell?
These ants.
These goddamn ants, the size of John Bon Jovi,
Like, still kind of small.
start crawling up this
Chuck
motherfucker.
Norris.
And they're just, can you imagine?
Here's what's fucked up to me. This is actually, okay, I'm going to give these cannibalistic fucking freaks the benefit of the doubt because it's their own fucking culture and tribe. Leave them the fuck alone and you won't get cannibal.
Lies.
But like,
She's got
you've already killed everybody.
cannibalized.
What is the point of making an example of him?
Right. Why
Yeah,
don't they just eat him?
Yeah, I don't disagree with this,
At that
actually.
point, just chop his head off and go, you're a problem.
Yeah, and
there's
also
nobody left to intimidate.
well, the thing is, too. Well, I mean, I
just
guess you're saying
Alejandro's bitch
don't
ass.
fucking try and escape,
But to who?
Alejandro.
They killed everybody else.
Yeah.
Alejandro. Don't
Lady
fucking-
Gaga song, right? Don't try to escape Alejandro.
I think it's a Madonna song.
Don't
Yes,
cry for me.
Madonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did it. God damn it, we fucking did it. Now, anyway, these motherfuckers. You know, she's starting. You know, the little flute boy. He comes through,
Well,
Gross.
in a way.
and this guy. You know, and then she has to fucking. She rips the girl's septum out.
Well, apparently the powder is what made her pass out, though.
Oh.
But you're
I
right.
had to look that
After
up.
so she rips that out
Yeah.
after she blew the powder in her face or
Yeah,
whatever.
'cause I
she
was like, why
screams
is she
and then
not
she
moving?
passes
She's
out.
like, I feel like I'd just be like, ah, that happened to me. But apparently the
Yeah, she
powder
did
is
for
what
a
did it.
second and then
So is that the powder that's on her? So is that supposed to subdue her?
no, because
Oh.
that would be different because they use that twice in the movie and she would be out like a light.
But what I'm saying is, I wonder if that's like what they do to the people, like to put the girls to
To
sleep.
make her not remember.
I don't think they're that considerate.
Well, they blew that shit earlier in the movie.
I know.
Why don't they just put it in her drink like a normal person?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. This girl's in college. She would know what to do with that.
Exactly. Then you can just wake up the next day and go, oh, I don't even remember anything.
Well, she does make it.
No.
To wait, what? So I wrote "fuck you, Alejandro" twice here. There's the one thing where Daniel's like, take my phone or whatever. And she has to make the decision. Like, she sees Alejandro. He's like, hey, take me. And I wrote this, fuck you, Alejandro. And that's exactly how it sounds where I wrote it. And then she gets into that area. They're just mowing motherfuckers down, right? They're de-villaging the village.
Yes. We can get rid of this problem.
Yeah. Mowing them down, right? Because here's the thing. You got to mow them down before you can mow the trees down.
Yes. High five.
Yeah. We know what we're doing.
Got it.
Yeah, we could fucking make a society. So she's like, don't shoot, American camera, internet, bug shit, right? And then
Obama.
Yeah, and then she breaks the phone.
She means business.
And
George W.
Yeah,
that would be scarier.
Toby Keith.
And I don't really know why I put this, but then it just says, fuck you, Alejandro, again. So I must have just been fucking.
The next note might be the funniest thing I've ever read in your notes.
Well, no. Well, she. Okay, don't fucking follow me like that. I don't
You're
fucking
gonna have
like
to
that
tell us.
shit. No, I'm gonna do it, but she's on the helicopter, right?
Chopper.
And she's off. She's going off to safety. And wouldn't you know it, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, and this is the thing. This is all she wanted from the beginning. Justine
was to live happily ever after.
Kept her clitoris, everybody.
With her clitoris.
Kept her clitoris.
Is that what you wrote?
It just actually says she got to, because my delivery would have been, and she got to keep her clitoris, you know, whatever. But
I like the way you made it more dramatic.
Thank you. Well, I mean, Sean fucking set me up for it.
Yeah.
And I think it's funny that he thinks it's funny.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Okay. Does everybody here say
You made me
clitoris?
laugh-
I don't say
laugh today.
clitoris.
You say
I would
clitoris?
clitoris.
Fuck that. It's clitoris, right?
I think I say
We can
clitoris.
You say clitoris. I say clitoris.
Look that up on my.
I don't like
work.
say it a lot, but I don't think I'd say clitoris. It sounds like a dinosaur.
Yeah, I think it is a clitoris, right?
Clitoris.
Yeah.
It rhymes with Dolores. We know that.
How do you say G spot?
Gaspot.
I
Just-bot?
Gazpacho?
Gispato?
Gazpacho. Muy caliente. Fuck you.
All the other students were killed in the crash. I stayed by the fire as long as I could, but by the next day it had burned out. If it weren't for those natives, I'd be dead too. They heard the crash, and eventually they found me. They fed me and guided me out of the jungle.
It's not bad.
They knew I was lost, that I had accidentally landed in their backyard. I never experienced any anger or hostility. It was the opposite.
Thanks, brother.
I never felt afraid when I was with them. Until the bulldozers showed up and slaughtered them like cattle.
We're all very proud of you, baby. You saved that village.
These natives.
The Yahes.
Yeah, the Yahes, yeah, I'm sorry. Allegedly headhunters, cannibals. Did you ever see any of that sort when you were there?
Never once.
What's she doing here? Is
being awesome.
I mean, hold on. So there's a couple of schools of thought for me on this, right? So all of this stuff went buck wild fucking internet shit, yada, yada, yada. So it's like, okay, fuck, man. The only way to shut this down is to be like, hey, we're going to leave him alone. So is dad and the State Department and everybody going, hey, here's the deal. We just got to shut this shit down. Like,
no, I get the
don't fuck. Or is she on her own making this decision to go, hey, everybody died in a plane crash and I'm good?
Yeah, I think that
I think the latter.
The thing is that she's the only one actually doing the fucking activism at the end to preserve this. They were never supposed to be bothered.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
It's an interesting thing, though, that you're bringing up because, like we talked about already, it's just their way of life. This is not
right.
This is not even a.
It's not under law.
It's not
under
a
our
morality
law.
thing at all. And we've talked about it before that there are cultures where they eat dogs. We keep dogs as pets. There are cultures that won't allow people to eat cows, and we do gladly.
Again,
none of that
we toured Belgium. What?
Yeah, we accidentally ate some horse.
No, we didn't act. I mean,
I didn't know.
We fucking ate.
a horse
you
steak.
didn't actually, but it was fucking.
I'd eat a horse.
You know,
it was fucking
Apparently I would too.
delicious.
And so,
Yeah, it was really good.
if, like Casey is saying, she just comes back and on her own just says, you know, none of this was. It wasn't out of spite or, you know, whatever. It was just their way of life, and how dare us interfere with it. I guess I can see that, but the thing is, why everything's so. If they just wanted to get the fuck out of there, they couldn't just let him get the fuck out of there?
Here's the problem that I have with this. A fucking plane full of college kids goes down in South America. One of them comes out, doesn't matter the circumstances. They're going to go find that fucking plane. They're going to find those fucking heads. They're going to find those bodies.
Get circumstances.
What? Oh my God, Jesus Christ. I actually thought you were challenging my fucking point. I'm just like, God damn it. No, I'm fucking making sense here. No, but the parents are going to want these bodies back. They're going to want this. America's going to fucking go in there and America, And the only way not to do that is hush money.
I don't think so. I don't think that like a generalized idea of where you are and what happened. And she said they all fucking went down. Like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like if she came in and said like this happened or all these people were left or whatever, then America would have America'd. We're going to go in there and get fucking revenge. And
there's no way if she's found at all that they aren't going in there to find that wreckage and those bodies. There's no fucking way.
Well, if they do, they're going in militarized just like the other people. They'd be safe.
100%. But it's Americans. And they're going in there and they're going to fucking and they're going to be like, oh my God, these people's heads are on fucking sticks and shit, right?
Maybe they just fell out of the sky.
But my point is that at that point, are they like telling the other families, like, look, here's the deal. Here's the thing. Here's money. And here's what you're going to say.
I don't
think you always just go back for the body in a giant wreckage in a random tribal community.
I didn't even think
Peru.
of that as an option.
You
But
fucking do. You always go find the body. We always go find the bodies. That's what we do. We go recover shit. These are college kids. Rich college kids, by the way. They're fucking going back in there and they're finding those bodies.
Someone may go back, but I don't think it would be a government go back thing.
Really?
I don't think so.
I don't either. I don't think the government would spend the money on it.
I don't think they would do it either. I think they would just say, well, they burned up. So, yeah.
Yeah, somebody in the chat room just said, State could just give you a sealed coffin and say body is too mangled.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I don't see that happening. I don't see them spending government money to go to Peru.
We do it all the time with people we spend government money on dudes that get fucking caught spray painting shit in the Philippines. We spend money going and getting people that, journalists that get arrested. I'm telling you, I don't know. It seems bigger.
And a bunch of I feel like their names were, I don't know. She's the one that made it out. And the fucking guy that, I don't even know if it was spray painting, but the guy that vandalized and
he got caned.
North Korea or whatever.
He got caned. Philippines.
Came back dead.
Yeah, they didn't fucking get his ass at all.
Oh man, yeah, that motherfucker came back dead.
Dude, that shit's horrifying if you watch any of that stuff.
Whether they would or wouldn't, I didn't watch this scene and think that there was anything untowards going on besides she was just
protecting
an activist that was trying to protect a way of life.
Sure.
That was her whole point to begin with. And so that everything happened from start to finish didn't change her resolve that these people need to be protected and their way of life needs to be protected.
Is it a little bit weird that she wanted to stop the female circumcision and they do the female circumcision and yet she protects them?
And
so
that's
she's
part of their way of life.
She is basically helping to continue, female circumcision.
Yeah,
I think genital mutilation. Female circumcision makes it sound like it's like a medical procedure.
No, it's just what they call it in the movie.
I think you can appreciate a group's
sex
autonomy, autonomy and desire to keep their way of life without appreciating every aspect of it.
Sure. Okay.
So
yep. Great. I get that. Again, that was her cause, though. Her cause, what got her fucking up in arms was this. What did you call it? I'm sorry. I want to say the right thing.
FGM.
Yeah, that's female genital mutilation.
Okay, so FGM. That's what really got her going. It almost happened to her. So she has to make if we're going on the fact that she had to make this choice at the end.
It could be argued if I think I understand what you're getting at is, yes, you can have all the desire to protect indigenous peoples from the outside world, but when you show up there and they're doing the exact thing that got you interested in the first place, then why wouldn't you change your mind?
Got you all activated and shit. I mean, dude, they're like, hey, there's 2 million women. Like, well, we got to fucking stop this. That's what started this whole thing.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I also think that there's something to the fact that she was manipulated and brought into that place to stop a business to really just prolong it from happening. And I think that her goal, more than preserving that, was more to stop those fucking people.
Everybody's was except the one guy. Like, none of those other people knew what was going on. Daniel didn't know what was going on. Right. Jonah didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, but she's the one that had a gun to her head and survived the shit. Let's fucking get rid of these guys.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they all got manipulated by this fucking Valejandro and his stupid ass fucking girlfriend.
Yeah, genital manipulation.
Yeah. Wait, is that circumcision? I don't know what
I think that's hand jobs.
Okay, got it. Look, guys, here's where I'm at. Let me take that again.
Here's where I'm at.
Okay, here's where I'm at. Justine, she made it, and then she has this dream, and then and then Alejandro shows up, and he's like, "Hey, I made it," and then she bites him, and that's the end. Did you guys notice that the credits, I've never seen this before, and this is back 2013. It's interesting that I've never seen it before or since. But the credits roll. And
boom, boom.
And the credits roll.
Boom, boom, boom.
Credits roll. And their Twitter handles are next to it. Like Twitter must have
I didn't even notice that.
Twitter must have been hot as fuck back then.
New thing.
All right, so if you watch a little longer, you have to watch through the credits to see this.
Whoopsie.
They actually show.
You don't know what happens in the credits?
No, they show the new Spider-Man trailer. And what happens is...
You guys,
Tom Holland, he's so adorable.
He is going to be a star.
Oh, my God. It's fucking great. No, they... So Justine gets a call from Lucia, who is Alejandro's sister, and says, listen, I found a satellite photo. It looks like my brother. We need to talk, right? And here's my thing. Fuck you. Your brother sucks. You go figure that shit out.
Yeah, sorry, Lucian.
Must have been from before he got blown up by the airplane. Fuck you. I don't know.
This leads back to my theory of why she's told to say this and why everything's covered up. Because at this point, nobody wants anybody to know that they're going in there and they're bulldozing some shit, because otherwise... why wouldn't this girl just go down there and try to figure it out herself? She wants this girl to come out and say, hey, look, this is really what happened. And with that...
Well, I didn't see that part.
Yeah, I fucking feel good about this, guys. I
know
really do. I feel good about it.
that I would miss something in the credits.
I feel good. I'm going to be completely honest about this. Some of it was gross. It wasn't that gross. The fucking eyes and the tongue almost got me. I texted my wife and she goes, I fucking knew that was going to happen. And I go, fuck, I almost goddamn vomited on my computer. I really did. Like full on, like almost vomited. And then there's one other scene where it like, I'm like, fuck, man, that I don't feel right watching this. I enjoyed this movie. I thought it was great. I really did. I honestly, I'll go back to what I was saying earlier. I normally like to poke holes in actors that they don't already have.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
And I will normally, I know I don't shit on a lot of movies or shit in the corner of cages
Often.
in Peru
Anymore.
Yeah, I do. What?
Nothing.
Yeah. I thought it was great. I actually had no problem with the acting. I honestly didn't even know that it was low budget. I assumed it was because I'd never heard of it. But you know what? I'd never heard of the Love Guru either, and that cost a lot more money to make,
and lost a bunch of money. At least this one.
This one, of course, made some money, and but I enjoyed it. I get it. It's based upon, something that my wife and I have talked about and looked at videos and shit of over the last few years, and again, it's almost 2022. Let's leave these motherfuckers alone, right? I mean, it's what's the point now? We've been on this planet almost
6,000 years.
Almost 6,000 years.
2,022 years now.
Happy birthday, America! Coming up. 2022 years old.
Goddamn, we goddamn did it.
2 months.
Man, it's crazy that Boston just ages so well. But I will say, Sean, I think this is a great pick. I get why you wanted us to watch it. I think, I actually value all of you guys when you pick a movie and you know not everybody's going to like it. You know that people are going to take a shit on it, but it means something to you. I like that you stick to your guns and you fucking follow through with it, and that you do your research, and we come here and we talk about it. And I had a great time tonight. I really enjoyed this movie. I will never watch it again. Eric, go.
I can't say I enjoyed it, but I definitely didn't finish it. I wasn't nearly as mad at Sean as I was before I had to watch it.
Right.
And so as Casey often says, I'm completely indifferent to this. I don't watch this genre ever. It doesn't make me want to pursue this genre anymore. Glad we watched it. I enjoyed talking about it. I think there's some for a B budget, poorly acted gore horror film. I think that there are some lessons about neo-colonialism, which we didn't even get into, about, it's 2022. Let's leave them alone. Well, that's never going to happen as long as anybody has resources that some body else wants.
Some
body.
Yeah.
That's the way it's been for the entirety of human history.
Sure. Yeah.
So, I am glad that I didn't hate it as much as I thought I was going to, but I won't watch this again. It won't cause me to explore any further into this genre ever. So
let me ask you something. If you were in a plane crash and like the what was it, the hockey team or something, you crash in the mountains, and you're alive, and you have some friends that didn't make it. They're preserved in the snow.
The Donner Party.
Yeah. You eat those motherfuckers?
I mean, it's a very difficult thing
You want me to go
say.
first?
I think it's an impossible thing to say as you sit here in a
I would
studio.
eat each and every one of you.
100%. And in fact, as I lay dying, I'll just go, man, guys, my calf muscles are fucking dope as shit. I can save that shit. Bury it in the snow.
Gonna be tough.
You don't want the muscles.
Yeah.
You want the.
I'm gonna eat your ass.
You want me because I'm all fat and shit?
No,
God
that
damn
ass is so good.
Yeah, it is good ass. Yeah. It's a good ass. No, but really, you have to survive. You do it or you don't.
Man, I just
did some of them not do it, or did they all do it?
Yeah, and they died.
The hockey team, the Donner Party.
I don't think they were a hockey team, right?
The Donner Party was different than the hockey team.
Okay, there's no, I don't think it's even a fucking hockey team. There's a movie about it. They crash. It's true. They crash in the thing. They have to eat each other.
Oh, are you talking about Alive?
Alive.
Yeah.
Well, some of them.
All right. Listen to me. I want y'all to know this, and then I'm going to move on. Amy, I think you already know this, but you're going to, if I'm not around, you're going to lead things anyway.
Okay.
That's fair.
If we're ever in that situation and I die, eat the shit out of me. But don't actually devane me and then eat the fuck out of me.
That'll be Casey's job.
Seriously, there's going to be such delicious items on me.
I'm out.
Guys.
I can get a plane crash. I'm jumping off that mountain. Fuck y'all. I'm out.
All
I
right.
told you. Shit myself, slit my throat. That's me. Good luck.
I'm with
All
you.
right, Amy,
That's your sign off.
Amy, that's why you're in charge. Casey, what'd you think about this movie?
I liked it. I think that the way it was presented to us, Sean kind of gave me enough, enough information about it for me to go into it with an open mind, asking about if we had any information about the Sentinel Islanders and things like that. And I've, like Jarrett said, I've researched that for years. It's fascinating. It's crazy. The fact that people keep trying to fuck with these people is very weird. I mean, they don't have immune systems, and we just go in there and just give them all the flu and everybody dies. Like, anyway.
Well, Sean was actually telling me something about that earlier. Sean, you want to tell her about the thing?
Well, she actually had brought it up earlier, and I was like, she read about it, about the 5 mile law that you can't go within that because we're going to bring them diseases. And,
Well, they're going to, but also we don't know what diseases they have.
That's true.
More importantly, us, because they don't have vaccinations and things like that. The diseases that we carry can wipe out their entire fucking community overnight. Like, that's the reason.
So they're just a bunch of
So this motherfucker going out there swimming out to the North Sentinel Island being like, I'm going to tell him about Jesus.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. He could kill. There's like only like 40 people maybe on that island. It's not like
40.
It's very small. It's not very many.
Well, the number I read was like 300, but
it's got to be that.
Sentinel
but you really,
Island?
but you really
It's
can't.
got to
tell.
be that. It's got to
Also-
be to keep a population.
I mean, they've been there.
Yeah,
hundreds
genetically
of years.
speaking,
I
they're
thought
not
it was
doing great.
I thought it was very small. I don't know why.
Am I
But
right?
regardless, fuck that guy. Like, you're literally going out there and you're going to just kill these people before they can even learn about Jesus. Fuck you.
Oh, agree. Fuck that guy. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, watching. I mean, that guy got his fucking body drug away. They put it all over the news. And everyone's like, "Look how sad." I'm like, there was like 12 warning signs that he had to go through to.
Look, I'm going to be honest. I'm glad. Like, I like America and shit, and this is great. But fuck Christopher Columbus.
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck that guy.
That
Okay,
guy
fine.
fucking
What an
sucks.
asshole.
But regardless, knowing all that stuff going into this, I kept an open mind. I did think that the acting early on was a little rough. The rest of it, like, I liked the movie. I do kind of wince at some of the gory shit. I don't know what point in my life I couldn't handle that anymore, but I liked it. I think that the message was clear. I thought the ending was badass and kind of unexpected. I didn't
100%.
I actually didn't know until the very end of the movie, really, if she was going to make it or not, because they could have literally fucking speared her at the throat at the last second.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of cool. It wasn't predictable. The ending felt kind of like a twist to me. The post-credit ending kind of felt like one of those in-between scenes in like Golden Eye. Like, I didn't like that very much. You know, like when you're playing like a Grand Theft Auto and like all of a sudden the screen comes over and like the voice, like it was a weird afterthought.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've
It
never
seemed to be
played
just a
any
way
of
to
that.
set up if they ever found budget for another
Sure,
movie.
I don't know.
You
That
can
They
Google
just-
it. You can
Just
Google
like
it.
the-
There is a.
Hey, they're calling in to, like, that thing is super
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
But I liked the movie. I think that it was a
Oh, I see
good
what you're
idea.
saying.
Yeah,
now,
I think it was a good idea. I think it was an interesting thought. I think that, like you said, the fucking trivia behind it is so cool. The fact that they use these villagers, like that in itself makes this movie really, really interesting. I think you tried to explain that to us, and maybe we didn't really get what you meant until now.
I have
but
been stressing so long. I was like, they're gonna cancel this movie.
I for sure get why you picked it, and I really liked it.
Amy, what did you think? Now, you look, and again, you came in. You obviously hated it, but we've had a conversation now.
Mhm.
Where you at?
I do not enjoy this movie.
Yeah.
I think I understand it a little bit more after talking about it and the idea and the concept. And the trivia is cool. Didn't know all that. But it's just, the acting and
Yeah.
the waiting was just so long.
the waiting is the hardest part.
Waiting is the hardest part. And I like gory, scary movies. So I'm all about that.
Yeah.
That didn't bother me at all.
Mm-hmm.
Glad there was no raping.
Same. I actually
do not like that. That makes me extremely uncomfortable.
Oh, I don't deal well with that. Actually, in fact, and I think I've made that pretty clear that if anybody ever picks a movie that has that, I kind of need to know in advance because I remember watching, what is it, Girl with the
Rape
Dragon
City,
Tattoo.
Dragon Tattoo,
Rape City, USA,
and I was not told about that, about what was going to happen, and I was actually pissed because
I've never seen that movie.
well,
neither.
there is
got
a
him
scene
back.
in there that you, in a different movie, but you don't watch it.
Okay.
It's if you don't like, it's because I can't deal with that kind of shit. But anyway, me too. I kept waiting for it.
Yep.
And I thought she was waiting for it. To be fair.
Yeah.
But she wasn't. No, she escaped. So did you? But again, you fucking hated it.
I did not like it. I won't watch it again. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody, but I can appreciate the idea and blah, 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 blah.
Oh yeah, okay. Blaggada ding dong.
Just knowing it, like, in pop culture, I feel like is good. Like, just having that.
Absolutely.
It brings it up.
I can say that I've seen it.
Yep, and it's
I
a
know
thing
the
that you would know in a conversation. Sean, you picked this movie. It meant a lot to you as far as just, you know, a lot about it. The director, you know,
You're pro cannibalism.
how he
take your stand.
how he got it done,
Yeah.
and all of that. You know, I totally get why you picked this, man. I appreciate you picking this because otherwise I would have never watched it.
I mean, again, I don't like the movie,
No, I get that. I get exactly.
I kind of
what you're
like the
saying.
taste of shit.
but I think we had a great conversation about
We
it.
had a good
Yeah.
I mean, I
conversation.
never saw it.
But if
Yeah.
But if
Yeah, well
anybody ever
done.
wants to come over and watch Cannibal Holocaust,
Oh,
Nope.
Yeah, I do
I'll
agree.
put it on and then I'll leave.
You know, it's an interesting thing. I mean, picking things that would lead to good conversation is a good idea.
It's the point of the show.
I can fucking 100%.
But like sometimes a comedy's cool, Sean.
I can picture Eric Dillo watching this fucking movie and just, I mean, clenching his jaw and shit and like fucking, it's like, here's 140 minutes that I can't fucking get back.
No,
You know?
it is worth it.
Wait, no, that's 2.5 hours. Anyway, that was terrible. Anyway, we talked about math earlier, right?
Yeah, this movie is about 100 minutes.
Got it. Okay.
It's worth it to watch movies even if you don't end up liking them, because when we get in here, even if I didn't like the movie and I tell everybody, and even if I'm the only one, it's still fun to do this.
Yep.
And we get to just be friends who watched the same movie, and that's really all we need to kick off 3 hours of nonsense. And that's great.
I agree. Great times. Good pick, Sean. Those of you who did not watch this movie, I actually would recommend it. If you don't have a crazy stomach, I would. I don't know, man. There's something about it. I think you should check it out. We do have one piece of mail.
Okay.
Let's check the email box. Email us at jaredgoestothemovies@gmail.com.
Hey, fam. I know Sean said it was no big deal, and I know that it isn't, but still sorry my connection was shit. I did want to share a mistake I made while watching this film, though. During the first really graphic murder scene, when they were tearing the dude apart and blood was going everywhere, I was eating some very juicy watermelon. I looked down and thought, this was a mistake. Also, I wanted to share the fact that I always forget how much of a Southern accent I have until I listen back to these. Love you guys. Greg the Hammer Stevens.
Greg, man, we missed you tonight, man. He could not get his shit rolling tonight. Did I tell you guys that my wife grew a couple of melons?
Boy. Okay.
Like 2.5.
No, I'm not joking. Like, she actually grew watermelons in the garden.
That is great.
And I mean, they were tasty.
Juicy?
Salty?
Oh, man, they were so juicy.
You just wanted to rub your face all over them?
Well, what we did
We're really
was...
downplaying the fact that I grew fucking watermelons, guys.
We're
grew
all
watermelons.
asking exploratory questions about it.
Oh, Sean, we forgot to tell you this. The reason there's a separate thing happening right... What?
From the...
Not when I spilled shit.
No, I know. Before that. Did something stop it?
No, when you went on break, you started just playing the episode for everybody.
Oh.
And it was just... And I come
So it was
back
like
from...
playing the commercials, but it
I
was
come
just
back
us
from
talking.
peeing, and Casey's like, "Hey, something's bad wrong. It's you and Amy singing about a rainbow or some shit." Like
I saw it, so I already have an idea of how we're going to fix it.
everything.
so.
Oh, no, there's no fix.
No, it was just during
it's
the
all during the
break.
break. Everything's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, Eric, how can people connect with us?
I'm glad
Oh,
you
asked.
On our website, JarrettGoesToTheMovies.com, on Facebook, Jarrett Goes to the Movies, and the Jarrett Goes to the Movies fan page. On YouTube and Twitch, it is Jarrett Goes to the Movies. For those, we ask that you subscribe and turn on notifications. On Instagram and Twitter, at Jarrett Movies. On Patreon, that's where you can support the little podcast that could. Join the winning team at patreon.com/Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Email us, JarrettGoesToTheMovies@gmail.com. And you can text us or leave us a voicemail. The number is the same either way, 714-451-6029. That's 714-451-6029. Don't forget to join us next week when we discuss the film American Pie.
Oh, man, it's going to be great. We're going to have Thomas Ian Nicholas with us. I cannot wait. He's such a rad dude.
Or you're gonna be like, "What's your favorite pie?" to him.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I actually promised him. I'm not gonna fucking make it like a stupid thing. Y'all's questions better be good too, you fuckers.
I want to know how many pies they had set up off camera for the pie fucking scene. If it was just a whole mountain of them,
sure, maybe
we'll find out. You guys stay tuned.
Mountain of fuck pies.
She's my. Oh wait, that's
Mountain pie.
Cherry.
You love
Cherry.
Warrant.
Yep. Thanks for sharing, Vinny Cataldo, Davey. Kendrick, Greg, the Hammer Stevens, and I'm in your shed.
Can do these forever.
Man, that is really fucking good. By the way, you guys are awesome. Thanks for listening. Thank you for supporting. Go check out patreon.com/ Actually, just edit that out, Sean. Eric already said that. Motherfucker. All right, listen to me. This has been fun. We'll see you down the road.